All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to vVv Gaming's Duo Wednesday. My name is Ryan. I'm your host and your caster this evening as we jump into our first match of the night. Looks like we've had about 55 players want to join us this evening for the first match. As we head over to the plane, we will be seeing our first jump of the night. Looks like we already got Shurin and their teammate jumping out a little early. Gonna go ahead down to Erangel and get their loot going as one of the first teams to jump here early on. Looks like we got Naki going to jump down towards the apartment here, nearing Crater. Pretty good place to land for some loot. Be pretty interesting to see how all these players decide to play this out this evening. Once again, this is the Duo Wednesdays. This is our weekly duo tournament that we have here at vVv Gaming. This is all for fun, all for Discord roles. And let's hope that these 55 players tonight enjoy themselves here as we jump into our first game. Now, it looks like we've got multiple squads here wanting to jump down towards the shelter. This might be a good place to keep a lookout here for the next few moments. G, Sa, and Axe here, maybe wanting to land at the shelter as well. Though it looks like they might just hop into that buggy and dip on out of here. Thought we might run into a little bit of an altercation here early on as we had multiple squads wanting to go for the same location, but it looks like one team has decided to play it smart and dip on out in a vehicle. Not a bad way to play it. Let's head over here and see if we've got anybody light each other up. Looks like Engineers and Koken are on the same team, so believing that Engineers might have just gotten tagged a little bit there. Nick is going to roll on out. Strops, Pro Faker, I'm God here, all in vehicles already. 6mo and a Beautiful Dream going after Axe and the rest of these guys who just drove by in that buggy, but unfortunately I do not think 6mo is going to be able to land any of those shots. So must have Loop getting knocked out in the background. Let's check out what we've got over there. It looks like he has been killed by Hilter. Now Hilter going down as well. Not quite sure exactly what we've got going on here. I have no idea what we've got going on here as the lag is killing us. Alpha plays going after Chester. Kinge 082 is in the water. Looks like somebody's fallen in the water and they can't get up. Chester Tyga's doing a good job of getting themselves a double kill here early on, as kills will deem you 2 points. First place is going to give you 25, second is going to give you 20, third is going to give you 15, fourth will give you 10, and fifth will give you 5 points. Now, each person you kill is going to reward you 2 points as well. Let's see if Lavin Bajern can do something here, as he has got something right on the other side of the wall. And oh my gosh, what a sick double shotgun jump with 1 HP by Lavin. Lavin getting some really nice plays in here early on with no health either. That is the very wonderful thing he's got going on here for him, is that he's able to make these plays with no HP. And wow, is he going to take the Schmiz down also? Arnon just needs to come over and tag him once, and wow, he's going to save his teammate with a one-tap from the 1895 revolver. Lavin's killing spree may be able to reign on longer. Just trying to get a look here for the map, kind of get an eye as to what we've got going on here. Looks like we've got Dig and Luxa over here to the south of Gatco. We've got Technique up here taking Gatco with their teammate Cowboy and Rich. Over here to the west, 2 squads still here in the middle of Georgepool as well. Chester Tigers all the way up in the north. We still have squads in Prison Shelter, and we have 2 teams down in Milton. Now, one has made it across the way into Military Base. We'll have to keep an eye on those guys and see what goes on here later on. Let's check in with Val, and I believe Mugen Gaming here, to see what they've got going on at Snake. Looks like Val's going to find themselves an energy drink, rocking that P92. Now going to find a double barrel shotgun. Val doing a great job of staring at the floor. I'll have to reprimand her for that. Afterwards, we'll take 2 vV points off. You lose 10, you're out of vVv. No coming back, lady. Paris 33 up at the north side of Georgepool is going to be right next to a squad here momentarily. Kinge coming out of the water, I believe, has now found themselves an Uzi, is going to be able to defend themselves here. The circle is on them. They do not have to leave right away, but they are going to be able to push in here quite simply. Risk kills Alirb with a micro Uzi. So it looks like Arkisk pushing into this compound, going to get themselves 2 points here early on for their team. Shuren getting knocked out. I believe that was down at Milto. Let's see exactly what we have going on. Sixmo and a beautiful death are in the second story of this building. Elroy still way over to the east here, as you can see. It looks like Elroy has only got himself a P92 suppressed, so... Or, I'm sorry, that is a 1911. Has a 1911 suppressed. Looks like they need to find themselves some more weapons. Did just run right past a double barrel, but looks like Elroy does not want to mess around with that general side of Milta. Looks like he's going to head on back to the east and continue looting into Milta. Looks like we've got another squad fighting up here towards the north. Let's get over to the action as Steakman is on the double decker over here, getting shot from Nick across the street. Gweitler is going to knock out Player Jones with an M16. And now can Steakman make it up the hill? Looks like he is not going to be able to. Gweitler getting the double kill, 4 points for their team. Now we do have 2 squads down here in Primorsk. Let's take an eye down here because it looks like they might be stalking each other. Little Cheer is just inside the restaurant. Hippagani is over towards the warehouse. Looks like Little Cheer is going to come outside. No Fear is going to light them up. That's going to be an easy kill to finish on as well. Teammate over by the warehouse. Looked like he turned around for a second, but he is now headed back towards the water. Don't blame him. They might have seen that care package dropping just to the east of them. But that care package is being taken right now, or it's about to be by Strops. Let's get out of the water before that mess up. My Luxa knocking down and killing Turtle Rush in the background. M249 in that with a level 3 backpack. Looks like we're still in the middle of an engagement here as My Luxa upstairs going against Dracus. Oh, I'm sorry. My Luxa and Dig going against Dracus. Dracus looks like he wants to throw a frag grenade in there. As much as that grenade looks like it bounced out, I assure you it went in. That is just a little bit of a bug there. And it looks like Dracus is going to go down by Dig. Dig racking up 2 more points for their team. They are also tied in the lead right now with 4 points. I think we've got 3 or 4 teams maybe with 4 points right now. We've got a couple teams with 2 points. And so far for game 1, we are looking good. Chester Tigers is going to start coming across the bridge now up here in Georgetown. Kinch has made his way over to the west away from Parrish, and Alpha is going to buy themselves some time. Hopefully they can stay away just long enough so they can sneak out of Georgetown unscathed. Looks like many of these guys are all just spread out right now. See what M. Benvenuto and his teammate are doing. Rocking that crossbow with the Uzi. I mean, honestly, if you find yourself a crossbow, what's the point of carrying other weapons? We do have a vehicle coming right at these guys, so I think we're going to run into a little bit of some action right now. Looks like Gweitler coming off their double kill has made it all the way down here with Nick. Benvenuto is going to push over with the Uzi. It looks like he's going to get melted, though, by Gweitler. And Gweitler's going to push up and easily finish off this kill. And Nick is in a little bit of a trouble here as he's got only a third of his HP. Grenade is coming out. Looks like he might have already pulled that pin, and he has not. Gweitler getting 2 more kills. Already racking up 4 kills for his team. Running around, killing people wherever they find them. And will it be up to Valken and Mugen Gaming to run into them? That is the real question. They are coming up the road right now from the east. Are they going to be heard? They are heading on the north side, giving themselves some space from this compound, taking a much better angle there. And it looks like they're going to be A-okay to make it on through. We'll have to keep an eye as to where they are going. Young Boss and their teammate taking a boat out here to the left. Pretty smart, honestly. They're just going to swoop all the way down here to the south, get themselves into a very good position, and find a comfortable spot for their team to hang out in here early on in game 1. We are kind of transitioning into the mid-game now. The first initial loot phase is kind of over. We've got 39 people left alive. Technique and their teammate driving in. Are they going to drive into... Ooh, looks like they almost drove into the ditch there. Making a last-second turn. Almost flicking the vehicle over. Almost flipping it, I should say. It looks like Bomb the Dom and their teammate are just to the east of these guys, or west of Arkisk and Pro Faker here. Do not think they're going to run into each other anytime soon, though. Technique driving down. Looks like they might want to stop and take this dot. So they've got 2 cars. No. Are they going to do it? Doesn't look like they have quite figured out what they want to do here. Looks like they're going to stop at the double yellow buildings right here. Just trying to stay on the map to try to give an idea of where we're going to see our next fight. Looks like Light Show sees somebody. I'm not quite sure exactly who he's shooting at or what he's doing, but I guess there's a chance he's got an 8X and he saw those guys all the way north, but he might have just misfired. Maybe he's OCD and has to have his ammo at a certain number. So Parrish, Alpha plays, Kinge, and Chester, I think that's Chester Tygus in the background. Chester Tygus rolling up. They're going to be pulling in on Laban Bajern and Arna right now. So let's get an eye over here. See if these guys hear this coming. This vehicle might come down into this compound, which it kind of looks like it's going to, as they are already coming off the road. And did they flip? They just flipped. Definitely just flipped on their motorbike. Must have loot was knocked outside the play zone. He was actually just downed. It was a bug, so ignore that. That's up here in the top right, as you can see. Maxie's going to come right in here on Light Show and see if Light Show handles this well. As he's going to stop right at his house. I'm not quite sure exactly who he was just getting shot. It did not seem like Light Show was taking that shot at him. I didn't think he could technically see him from where he was yet, but looks like that was guys from the hill, actually. So that was Dig taking shots. So a beautiful death is going to go down. Can we head over there and see what's going on? Sixmo is way too far to do anything about this. Also, Elroy throwing a grenade on him, trying to finish him off that way. But unfortunately, throwing the grenade just a little bit too far. Now it looks like Valken Mugen are in a fight with Cowboy 88 and Rich 69. So Dig killing Light Show back at that same compound. Elroy finally finishing off a beautiful death. Let's see exactly what Mugen and Val can do about this. Looks like they're going to head out the north door. They want to flank around and change positions. Not a bad strategy here. Let's get an eye on where their opponents are. Looks like Val's been shot once in the head, losing their helmet. Cowboy 88 and Rich are in a good spot. Mugen's going to continue looting through this compound. These guys might not even know they're here yet. I'm pretty sure they do. It looks like that window's open, which means they've probably been shooting in this direction. I could have sworn I saw on the mini-map that they were shooting in that direction. Parrish being knocked down in the background as well. Was he finished off that quickly? Looks like he was. So Parrish going down. Not quite sure exactly where we saw that. That would be over here with Maxi. So multiple squads, Dig, Lexa, Minder, and Crimazord. Very, very close to each other. Valken and Mugen have played the edge of this wall now, wanting to push up on these guys. If they just had a grenade, they could chuck it in that window. They'd be in a pretty good position to get a leg up on these guys. Vehicle just outside the triple stack. Rich and these guys are pacing back and forth, checking all windows. Rich rocking a Mini 14 and the ump. Cowboys still upstairs. What is Valken and Mugen Gaming going to do about this? I think they want to wait for these guys to hop into their vehicle. And then they want to light them up, which is probably going to be a good play. We're going to stay on the map for just a second. It looks like Bomb the Dom dies from falling, trying to hop out of his vehicle to help save his teammate. And it looks like Aton and Bomb the Dom are going to go down, unfortunately. Let's head back over and see if Cowboy and Rich can make their way out of this ambush they're about to be dealing with here in the next few minutes. Looks like Val has found herself a helmet. Definitely going to be a good thing to have. Rich and Cowboy still in a bad spot. No other squads really close to each other right now, except these two right here. These guys are relatively close, but not close enough to see each other. Young Boss and his teammate are out in the middle of a shack, taking a shack early. I'm very curious to see what exactly is going to happen here. Now, if you guys would like to play in these tournaments, be sure to head over to our Discord, discord.gg/vVv-gaming. Be sure to check out the PUBG events text channel. That's where we post all the registration links and information for tournaments. And be sure to pay attention to the PUBG announcements channel during an event, so that way you can see all the updates and posts for the current event of the evening. When the lobby's starting, when it's going up, if we're doing a server reset, the countdown to start, all that good stuff will be found in the PUBG announcements. I clear it after every event, so that way all the announcements are just from the event of the evening. Cowboy 88 and these guys are still holding their ground. Not going to do much here. It looks like God tier and these guys might run in to another team as Kinge and Chester start pushing in. Now it looks like Chester's going to get lit up. I'm God tier up on the balcony. Alpha plays killed Maxi with the scars. Looks like Alpha and Maxi finally running into each other. Kinge is going to go down with the M249. Let's see if we can get some first person action on that. Chester Tigers is going to have to make a play for his teammate now. Grenades coming out. Looks like that one's going to go a little bit too far. Kinge is inside the bathroom now. God tier trying to do some jump AK shots. Another grenade is coming out. Chester Tigers is going to push outside and go after God tier. Chester's going to get stuck on the wall and unfortunately go down there. Multiple squads pushing into it. Looks like Elroy and Arkisk all going for a care package that has already been taken out in the middle of the water. Elroy is going to see that now. Arkisk is going to see that as well, realizing that somebody else has just taken their goods. I know that if we stay away from this for too long, we will miss this ambush here. Val and Mugen playing extremely patient, maybe wanting to play the long con, convincing these guys that they've possibly left the area here. And now they're going to have to leave. Cowboy and Rich might want to go downstairs and just get into their vehicle and head on out. And the second Valken and Mugen see that, they're going to be able to make a play on this. Alpha plays might get into a fight here. It looks like Rich and Cowboy have come downstairs, though. We're just going to stay here for just a second. As they now make it out to their vehicle, here is the play we've been waiting for. Oh, man, they are going to light him up and get some good damage into him. More AK shots coming out. Man, they are almost done for. Are they going to stop and fight this out? We knew that was coming. They are going to stop and try to heal it up. Cowboy 88 wants to return some fire. Val and Mugen might just want to get in their vehicles and go. Either way, they had a nice ambush there. Unfortunately, just not able to get that last 5 HP on him to knock him out of the car. Now Cowboy and these guys might just want to head in. Look at this circle. 31 players left alive. Many people down here to the southwest. Let's get an eye in the sky and to see exactly what it kind of looks like here. Guys still coming in off the ferry pier. Looks like we had a lot of people trying to go for that care package, realizing they didn't really need it anymore. Sixmo using some meds. I thought he might have just AFK'd there. And now would you look at this. Pagan, Alpha, Pro Faker, and Arkisk all at the same compound together. Alpha plays is going to go after him. He's going to light him up a couple times. But not enough to down Pro Faker. Pro Faker is still alive. He's going to go ahead and med up. Arkisk is going to push upstairs. He had a grenade out in his hand, which is not going to help him as Arkisk just runs upstairs with the Uzi out. Pro Faker is going to eat that grenade, but it's not going to be enough to down him. And would you look at this now? We've got Pagan. I'm just going to call him Pagan. It's so much easier. Whiteler knocking out Crime Lord. Looks like My Nerd is going to be left to defend themselves in a 1v2 here. Still over by the Fairy Pier. Whiteler getting yet another kill. I believe that is his 5th of the game. So this team already racking up 10 points in the first round of the evening. It's going to be a very, very good way to keep themselves in the standing. Sixmo. He's going to have to stop him. Medman, I don't even know if he's going to make it. Let's watch the health bar. Is he going to make it? He's going to make it fine. So all these squads still very spread out. Looks like we've got Chris and another squad right next to each other, but it seems that the double Dacia crew is going to bounce out of there unscathed. Cowboy 88 and Rich just getting lit up a few moments ago by Valkit and Mugen. Have now made their way much more south than expected. Changed it up a little bit. Lavin and Arna are right next to these guys. I'm pretty sure they just heard those suppressed shots going after the vehicles too. I'm pretty sure he sees that UAZ out there southeast as well. So these guys are just buying their time, taking a moment to collect themselves before they make their approach here on the next circle. And would you look at that? All of these squads are now going to have to make it in. Sixmo still alive, chugging along. Let's hope that Sixmo can make it in. I don't think they're going to go for it. It looked like they were looking at it for a second like they wanted it, but how can you really go for it when you've only got 1 minute and 30 seconds? Now, if you didn't know, one of these squares takes about 15 seconds to run. So you're looking at a minute run right here alone. Now, are Val and Mugen going to go for a shack? Are they going to do it? They're going to do it. It's risky, but it will pay off in the long run if they can just get her inside the building. Oh my gosh, Mugen, just don't die. Oh my goodness, Mugen. Mugen is going to have to get himself in there as soon as he possibly can. Tires are getting shot out on their vehicle. Here comes Mugen. He's going to make it inside. Fortunately, get that wall closed. And Cowboy killing Arna. So Cowboy at the bottom left here, wiping out that squad as they were looking for that care package. Looks like they're going to get the loot as well. Let's head up into the sky. Sixmo has made it into a shack as well. And in all honesty, the way that this circle has ended, I think being in a shack is probably one of the best places to be, as it is going to eliminate most of the need to be somewhere else here when the new circle comes in. I'm God Tier running up. He's going to get lit up by Axe, but it's not going to land. Strops is going to try to return some fire here on GSOT as well as GSOT comes running across the street. Many, many squads coming in behind them on the beach as well. Axe has got a ghillie suit. And oh, Engineer's knocking out Mugen. So Mugen getting knocked out through the window, I believe. These guys need to be careful as they're getting down left and right from the hill. Arkisk is going to go down. Pagan getting one. Real question is, can he get two? Pagan has pushed up, shooting him from that little window. What a great shot that was. No fear coming through the middle of the field. Chris Zorad flying through the middle of the field as well. Axe is pushing up here with this Groza. Can he do something with it? He's got a grenade coming out. He's going to pull the pin. Looks like GSOT has been killed, though. Minerd is right in front of him as we watch Axe push around. He's coming up right behind Miner. I know we hear shots in the background as well, guys. We're just trying to show you at least one fight at a time here. So Minerd has no idea that people were already looking in that direction for somebody else, and now they essentially are looking for Minerd. Elroy is right there as well. Axe just needs to get into the circle, and look at that. He gets melted. Now Strops, I'm got you, and these guys are coming across the top of the hill. Are they going to see Axe here? Axe is going to go down by Elroy, getting tagged with the Car 98. So Elroy helping Axe tremendously here. Let's see what Gweitler can do as Nokwi is going to light him up. Can Nick help him? Okui's going to go down the side of the ridge so he can get a little bit of cover there. Dig, and my Luxor are going to get killed by Sixmo. Sixmo holding down his shack very, very well. As you now see, the circle has ended here. Multiple shacks are going to be in, and that is why I said being in a shack right now is probably one of the better places to be, as silly as it seems. It's just a much better place to be at. He's right in front of here. Is he going to go after him with the Groza? Looks like he's going to try to, but it is not going to be enough to finish him. Strop still needs to get revived. Can we get off free look here a little bit? Young Boz and H2O Carver are a little bit spread out here, watching multiple angles of this hill. Pro Faker getting lit up by Pagan. Now he's going to get shot from behind. Might just want to hop in one of those vehicles and dip on out. That might be the safest bet here. Cowboy 88 knocking out H2O Caver. That was Cowboy over there knocking him out. Pro Faker taking some suppressed shots at the vehicle that was just stolen from him. Doesn't look like anything's truly going to land right now, though. Whitler killing Nakui. Young Boss is right next to Elroy here. Real question is, are they going to run into one another? Pagan looked like he was taking some more shots. Nothing is going to land, though. Sixmo needs to heal up Elroy. Young Boss pushing into each other here in just a moment. I do not know if I would be peeking that right now, guys. Pro Faker standing out in the middle of the field using his UAZ for cover here. Very, very dangerous place to be. Elroy finally finding a vehicle, is going to push himself in, up. Cowboy 88, these guys have to go after one of these shacks. Ooh, Elroy can make it to that one if he stopped. That would not be a bad shack to go to. No one's in it quite yet. We've got shots landing off everywhere. Pagan going to get lit up at his vehicle. Elroy going to get shot as he hops down and goes prone. Let's just keep you guys in the view here. Engineers is going to go down. Vehicle being blown up by Pro Faker. I'm God Tier and Strops are pushing right in on Mugen and Val in the background. Let's see what we've got going on here. Mugen and Val are going to get lit up as they try to come out of a shack. 13 people left alive. Pagan is still in it behind his shack. He's crawling out. Pro Faker getting lit up by God Tier and Strops. Whitler is going to go down by Sixmo. Sixmo doing a great job of holding his shed, doing an absolute beast job keeping themselves alive. We've now got Pro Faker going against I'm God Tier and Strops. $11 people left. Sixmo Strops, I'm God Tier, Pro Faker, and pretty much everybody else still needs, literally everybody except Purple Squad here needs to make it inside the zone. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them left outside the zone. So Pro Faker is just barely going to make it in. Chris Zorad going to finish off Pagan. Sixmo looks like he's trying to blow up a vehicle so nobody can use it to zoom into the circle. Now Six still has 2 motorbikes here. He can fly in at the last second. Pro Faker is out in the middle of this field. Is he able to be seen? Does not look like he can be seen from that building over there. So actually in a pretty good spot now as God Tier and Straps are pushing in. They're going to push in right on top of him. Cowboy 88 and Rich were not seen. Chris Zora and these guys are all pushed in on their motorbikes. God Tier and Straps coming right behind them. Now it looks like Sixmo is going to get lit up by Technique. Sixmo is going to die outside the zone because he drove his bike out there. Rich. Can Rich survive? Rich is going to die to the zone. No Fear is just barely alive. And there are 7 people left. Chris Zorad needs to get revived here. They are down in a little ridge. I'm God Tier and Strops just need to crawl to the left here. Technique and Complex have gotten about as lucky as you can possibly get in the zone. Pro Faker now the farthest away is probably going to be pushing in on Strops and God Tier. Godtier and Strop's playing it smart, though. They are spread out. Godtier is wearing a ghillie suit. This is going to help them. I think they just need to stay a little bit split up if he's going to use it to its full ability. You see Chris Zora, No Fear, strafing back and forth. Not quite sure exactly how they want to play this out. No Fear now seeing Complex. Does take some shots. Looks like he's able to land one. Nothing too convincing, though. Technique is going to knock out I'm God Tier. Now Strops has to fall back. Pro Faker is right in front of him. Does he see him? If Pro Faker stood up, he will see Strop. As soon as he stands up, he's going to see him. Chris Zora to No Fear also making a play here. Pro Faker is going to stand up now and go after him, and it looks like Strop is going to be eliminated. 5 players left alive. 2 squads still in full. Pro Faker pushing up from the south. Looks like he's getting shot at by Technique. Really tough spot to be in. And now Pro Faker is going to push into No Fear and unfortunately go down as well. We're in a 2v2 situation here. Complex is going to go down. Are they going to push the houses? Right now would be the time to push it. Now it's going to be a 1v1 as Chris Zord goes down. No Fear's going to have to play him through the house. He needs to take his time in med. Don't push this. Do you have any grenades? Looks like he's got a stun grenade. I do not see an actual grenade there. Let's see what No Fear can see here as he's strafing back and forth trying to go after him. And No Fear comes out on top with 5 kills. Chris Zord coming in second, or his mate coming in second with kills with 2. They're going to rack up 14 kills just, or 14 points just for their kills and 25 points just for coming in first place. Technique, Complex getting in 2 kills. Who else had a lot of kills? I know Gweitler had 6 kills. Look at that. So Gweitler getting 12 points for their team. So that's going to be a very, very good way for them to stay in this thing, even though they're not making it into the top 5, to ensure that their team's going to be getting some points for the board. Very, very good first game. We had a lot of action there. But stay tuned because we've got 2 more games coming towards you guys. Let's head over our break so we can get the second lobby going. Once again, my name is Orion. I'm your host and your caster this evening. Hope you guys are having fun. Let's give a big shout out to Matcherino. These guys are a wonderful crowdfunding platform that we use to raise all of our money for our tournaments. This is how we buy our trophies for Armageddon series. Be sure to use that exclamation point Matcherino in the chat. Use that code floating around with the link and donate $1 at absolutely no cost to you. That's right. They donate $1 for you on your behalf. Doesn't even cost you anything. Be sure to do it. It's a good way to help out the cause without having to dish out money from your own pocket. I'd like to also give a big shout out to Outfox. These guys have made a wonderful product that'll help you have a better connection while playing PUBG. Be sure to check them out at vvv-gaming.com/Outfox. All right, guys, we'll be right back with game 2. Stay tuned.
what you wanna call it, I'm a fucking alcoholic.
This is how we do it. It's Friday night, and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shore cause I'm faded. Honey's in the streets, say money, oh we made it. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The party's underway. Party's underway. So it feels so good in my hood tonight. The party's underway. So you never hear the party say. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The party's underway. Party's underway. So it feels so good in my hood tonight. The party's underway. So you never hear the party say. It feels so good. If you were from where I'm from, then you would know that I gotta get mine in a big black truck. You can get yours in a 6-4. Whatever it is, the party's underway. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The party's underway. Party's underway. So it feels so good in my hood tonight. The party's underway. So let me hear the party say. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The party's underway. Party's underway. So it feels so good in my hood tonight. The party's underway. So let me hear the party say. It feels so good. Let me hear the party. It feels so good. Let me hear the party. It feels so good.
The party is definitely good, as I believe all 56 players have made it in. Now that's what I call a good party. As we go into our second game of the evening, hope you guys are having a good time. Thank you so much for joining us this Wednesday. I apologize for the short break to get the second lobby going. We try to make it as quick as possible. These guys have been pretty fast tonight, actually, getting into the lobbies. I gotta appreciate it and give props to these guys for making sure that this is a relatively seamless, fast, and enjoyable experience for all of you guys at home watching this. Hope you guys are having a good work week or school, whatever it is. I know we're getting close to Christmas. You guys are all going to be with your families soon. I wish you guys all a happy holidays. Whatever you celebrate, or if you don't celebrate, whatever you do, I support you, and I hope you guys have a great time with your family. Or not. Whether you hate them, who knows, maybe you can't stand them. You got in-laws that drive you nuts. Makes you feel any better. We all do. So I think we can all relate to that, and I think that's one of the nice things about Christmas is no matter what background we are, who we come from, or whether it's you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or just the fact that it's the new year, it's a time of restarting together that we can all celebrate. So it's always a good time of year to look forward to, and I hope you guys have a good next few weeks. Now it looks like we've already got some guys jumping out of the plane, heading down towards Jijipu. Gonna find themselves some good loot over there. Didn't look like a lot of people jumped either, so it may not be too contested. It looks like we've got Chris Zora and No Fear wanting to jump more to the south over there. Gotta love the lines in the water. I just don't understand that. That's a beach right there. That's an esports ready beach right there, ladies and gentlemen. If I've ever seen one. Gosh darn it. I reckon. Let's head over into the sky view. Just get a satellite view of what we've got going on here. So as we see, we've got only 3 teams taking George Pool and all of South George Pool. I don't know what it is, man, but people just don't go North George Pool anymore. It's like South George Pool has just become like the staple of George Pool, and people literally don't even see a need to go North George Pool anymore. I don't know why. I don't know what the thinking is on that. I'm not sure how that came about. I guess crates and hospital, this is all just good loot, but like no one wants to go apartments, man. Like nobody I don't know what they've done with apartments, but when I first started playing this game, man, like you could actually go into an apartment and get semi-fully geared. Like you could almost get everything that you need just out of one apartment. And honestly, man, if I go apartments next to school, I'm lucky if I find a pistol and a shotgun and an SMG after about 2 apartments, if that. And I understand wanting to balance out the loot, but apartments just take such a long time to loot. Let's head over to the action, though, as it looks like Choki's already going to go down. Are their teammates going to be able to get him up? That's the real question. Probably not. Meg2444 getting shot at by 6mo. Also, Young Boss just killed Unlost with a headshot. Aishu Caver knocking out Unlost. So it looks like we've got multiple fights going on. Multiple places right now. Meg is going to try to run and get their teammate up. But with no gun themselves, this is going to be a very tricky thing to do. 6mo might be out of ammo. In all honesty, that gun might have only came with 60 rounds. He might be actually out of ammo. Nope, he's not. He's going for the kill. He's going to try to go after Meg here. He's still trying to shoot Meg as they run up the field here. And unfortunately, Meg's teammate, Choki09, is going to go down. But Meg's going to make it out very much not okay. And now we've got 2 squads doing the same thing, coming across the bridge, going into Military Island at the same time. Very, very common strat you'll see is people taking vehicles down there to try to loot up. Choki's still at the tree. Looks like Drakus. I think Drakus is with Elroy. Am I right? No, Drakus is with Turtle Rusher. Okay, so Elroy by themselves. We do have a lot of solo players tonight. I had a couple guys message me and asked if they could play solo, and I said that's totally fine. So Choki09 is going to finally die there. So it looks like we got 1 squad that has gone Kameshki, 1 to the south compound next to it. And we do have 4 players. All right, Player Jones is just right on top of his teammate there. We've got 2 squads up in Severny, and I believe literally as we were talking about him, he got tagged by Rich. So Rich knocked him out with an M16. Looks like they're holding the triple stack, I believe, over on the north side. Oh my gosh, I tried to hop off that. You can't, unfortunately, go into free look when people are medding. It's a little bit of a bug. Hopefully the 1.0 update fixes a lot of the stuff. All of it has been reported over the past few months. As we've hosted these events, we do fill out reports to kind of let PUBG know how the event went, how many people attended, if you guys hated me or not, just the little things. And we always fill out little reports about bugs or things that we notice, anything that we think could improve the game. We've added in there. In fact, zooming scopes was one of the things that I recommended multiple times. And now we've got zooming scopes. So it looks like a large amount of the community wanted that, and they took it to consideration. So a lot of people will say that those things don't matter, but I'm seeing things being implemented in the game that we have requested. Now, granted, I didn't request a 3 to 6 variable zoom scope in the care package, but I'm glad they at least just took the word zoom and applied it somewhere. So be cool to see where else it goes in the game later on. Elroy going to kill Turtle Rusher all the way down in Milta as well. Ooh, and Drakus is going to kill Elroy with the Tommy gun. So Drakus coming back to defend his teammate down here in Milta. That happened so fast. We unfortunately missed it here trying to watch another fight that we were already witnessing in Severny. Not really a fight per se, but it looks like we had 1 player get down, and now they are just going to bounce out as Rich69 is going to continue on looting with his teammate, knowing he can't get caught there for too long. We've got 2 squads down in military base. I'm not quite sure these guys have any clue that they are there. Let's head down there and kind of get a peek as to what's going on. Alpha Place is going to jump off the top of this barrack. I don't think he has any clue that Luxa is right above him. I'm more concerned at this point about Luxa to see if he witnesses this, but I'm Groba knocked out GSOT in the background with an SKS, so GSOT's going down. Axe is getting lit up as well. So Nakboy's going to go ahead and finish off GSOT. Axe up on the roof here. I think he knows exactly where Groba is. Looking at him with the Car 98. Now that is a fine and dandy esports ready bug right there. And wow, what a good Car 98 shot that was. I guess it just looked better just because of the way he was holding the gun. I mean, that's a pretty close distance Car 98 shot. So wasn't too difficult of a tag there, but it just looked a little goofy with his elbow sticking out like that. I don't think Noqui is going to be able to really push over and make a play on this either, unless he can somehow get Axe killed. But he does have a vehicle, so making a smart attempt here, it looks like, to just push over to the vehicle and try to get the revive off. I think he's just going to try to make the play here. He's peeking him. Ooh, he's going to tag him a couple times. He's going to be able to make it behind the car. Woo. So the car is going to be just enough cover there. And now here's the question. Can Axe see him? Dig finally killing Alpha Plays in the background as well. Where was that? So that was down here. And Noqui is going to eliminate Axe as Axe tried to peek the rooftop there. So Luxa, Dig, one being eliminated. Parrish is just going to continue on out. Heading to the east. Does not want anything to do with that now that their teammate has gone down. And look at all the players spread out. And it looks like we just had Player Jones killing Cowboy 88 all the way up here at the shooting range. Now hearing a vehicle take off, they're going to assume that the teammate has left and continue looting this, reaping the benefits of this place for themselves. Always a very interesting place to loot. Sometimes you can get pretty well geared here. Other times it's a very large waste of time, and it's a very annoying place to get out of if there's no vehicle that spawned next to you. So looks like they're doing just fine. They're there finding some AKs. Dragons and a beautiful death are going after each other down here in Milton now, trying to head right into the action as soon as we see it. The map allowing us with those new shooting lines has made it to where we can jump around much easier, trying to figure out exactly where the action is going to be next, as it is almost impossible to predict who's going to see each other next just by looking at the map. So I apologize if we can't see every fight, guys. It's not my intention. As you can see, Drakus over there just peeking the window. Is he peeking the window? Looks like he is peeking the window. Beautiful death. I'm not quite sure he knows exactly where he was getting shot at. He's going to jump down. Maybe head to the west and just ignore Drakus for right now. If we hear Drakus take any more shots, then we'll assume that he saw him run away, but it does not seem like Drakus is going to do so. As Beautiful Death is now pushed way back over towards the road. And I think Drakus has missed his chance, at least for now, to get himself a kill. Pro Faker, these guys are rolling right up on this compound. So Nick and Whittler are going to go into Pro Faker. Pro Faker's going to go down. It's up to Arkisk now here to make a play. He's going to push around the other side of the building, and Nick is going to get a double kill. 4 more points for these guys. I think they got, what, 6 kills in the first game, so they're already at 12, 16 points. I think our team that came in first place is already around 40 points, though. Now, if you guys want to see the points, we will not keep you hanging around here on stream to figure that out, but we will just be posting it in the Discord, discord.gg/vVv-gaming. And we'll be posting that in the PUBG events channel right under the announcement of tonight's event. Well, actually, we've announced the Pro Scrim Thursdays as well, as we are trying to put together some Pro Scrim events for you guys to get involved with. We're also looking to do a little bit of a submit your own clip video too each week. So if you guys have some good videos you would like to submit, send them over to vvv.submit@gmail.com. We would love to see all the stuff that you guys are working on and doing. See all the good kills and stuff you guys are getting in game. Once again, we are trying to play that basically in the middle of all these events. Basically, we go to put the music on, instead playing maybe a weekly montage video of you guys getting some good kills, but not too many of you guys want to send stuff in. We might just start taking some stuff off Plays TV just to get the ball rolling on it, so you guys kind of see what it's all about and get you hyped up to want to send your clips in. But if you guys have any good little short clips, just please send over to the YouTube link so we can download them, and we'd like to throw them in a montage to play for all our viewers. So Sixbo is going to kill I'm a Grogoba in the background. Chester Tygus is going to need to get Kinj up. Kinj getting shot out of that vehicle, but they are going to be able to make it over the backside and get saved. Nick and Gweitler may push after this, but I doubt they're going to do so. Looks like they're just going to shoot this vehicle and either blow it up or just eliminate the tires from it at least. So multiple kills going on as we have many players pushing in. Sixmo getting a kill over here Wanted to at least show you guys where that kill had taken place. Chester Tygus is going to go down here and look after these guys. Now being pushed, Nick and Gweitler are going to push on these guys and split. Chester needs to flank around and get back with his teammate. Gweitler's getting up on the high ground right now. I have no idea how this is going to play out, but we'll have to see exactly what goes down here as Chester is looking up towards Gweitler. Gweitler pushing down behind him. Nick is going to go down by Kinge. Kinge is going to finish him off, making a very aggressive play here. Gweitler trying to make a play up in the tree now. He might just want to fall back, realizing that he's only in a 1v2 situation now without his teammate. Young Bosch has got knocked out by falling in the background. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Dig killing Parrish in the background with a Car 98 as well. I don't know if he got hit by a vehicle. He must have gotten hit by a vehicle, or he jumped out of his buggy. Shorin going down with an M4 as well in the background. Little cheer. I'm not quite sure what's going on over there. That looks like a pretty buggy situation. And look at all these guys coming into the circle now. We've got Minor, Crimizord, Complex, and Technique all driving in on Koken and Engineers right now. Drakus has just made his way on by. Koken and Engineers trying to come out on the wall to see if they can get some shots off on some people. They do land a couple there, but it doesn't look like it's going to be anything enough to actually eliminate somebody, as we now have a little bit of a vehicle chase going on here. Looks like Crimizord switching to the passenger seat to try to return some fire. Is actually going to land some shots on Complex and Technique, and they're actually hurting pretty bad now, actually down to about a third HP each. These guys are going to get pushed too. Minor's going to go after them. They do not want to give them any time to heal. It looks like Minor almost runs over Complex, and wow, he's going to get downed. Actually, Complex getting a good tag on him and just barely being missed by the buggy. Crimizord needs to push up here and go after Complex. He's going to get Technique down inside the building. It's now a 1v1. Complex and Crimizord are against each other here. Wall versus tree. Who's going to see each other first? I'm pretty sure Complex knows where Crimizord is, but Crimizord has no idea he's down there tucked behind the wall. Complex is in a pretty good spot, honestly. I think a grenade's going to start coming out. I have no idea where that grenade's going to land. Looks like it went a little too far. Car is going to explode. And now let's see what's going to happen as Crimizord needs to push over the top. Complex in a pretty gnarly bush, though, I got to say. Godtier might stop with his teammate. It looks like they are. Godtier and Strops are going to stop. Crimizord has gone all the way around to the backside of this barn now. Is he just going to push into the front of the door? That's the real question. Looks like that's exactly what he wants to try and do. Grenade coming out. I think that bounced a little too left, though. Looks like Crimizord and Complex are finally going to see each other now. Crimizord taking the most of that heat. Complex might even be able to go back and get his teammate up. Sixmo being knocked out from falling. I'm not quite sure exactly what's going on here. I will say Little Cheer and these guys are pushed in on them, and that is exactly why they're doing so. I think we should head back to where we were. I was trying to see if there's any other fights in the background. So Technique is going to get revived. Crimizord now inside the one-story, right? Well, it's technically a two-story with the attic, but right in this little building to the left of them. I thought Godtier and Strops might want to push up on this action when they were hearing it, but doesn't seem they want to do so. Learb is going to get shot at when he's trying to go towards this care package, but it does not look like anything's truly going to land on him. Is he going to be able to get that care package? It looks like he is. Lux is going to get shot by Koken and Engineers. Also, multiple people taking the same path through that area. Now getting lit up pretty bad as they try to continue on. Lux is down to half HP. Lightshow just knocked out Dig with an M24 out of a moving vehicle. Are you kidding me, Lightshow? Lightshow tagging Dig out of a moving vehicle with an M24. That's a pretty impressive shot. That was a pretty decent distance. I mean, that was pretty impressive. Just trying to figure out where we might see our next engagement here, as it looks like it's going to be back with Crimizord. Complex and Technique have now fallen out the back side of the building. Looks like they want to just completely leave this area. Don't blame them, as the circle is going to be coming in here soon. They're going to be seeing where they need to continue going on. 37 people left alive. Quite a bit left compared to what we started with. Rich is being killed in the background with a headshot. Where was that at? That was all the way up here in the water. I'm not quite sure exactly what happened there. Got 2 squads right next to here. Some are in ruins. We still have a squad over in Pachinki. One south of Pachinki looking for a vehicle. Meg has still managed to stay alive, even though their teammate going out quite early on. 4 or 5 squads right next to each other here. 1 squad down in Gatka Minor. Gatka Major has moved out towards another building here. And it looks like Krivazord, Strops, Godtier are seemingly the 2 squads that are the closest to each other. It looks like we do have some guys over at the observatory as well. And Krivazord still thinks that they're in there, so let's get a look at what Shunker? Twitch Shunker TV? Not quite sure what that means, but we'll take it. Looks like Mr. Twitch TV is going to take a Dacia and zoom on out of there, making his way into the new zone. The circle has come down towards the north now. Rybands was knocked outside the play zone, so not quite sure exactly where that happened. Looks like that was way up to the north. Player Jones working this building, trying to get themselves some good kills here. I don't know if everybody looks down or if it's just the way that the angle is on the spectator mode. The second he peeks back, they're going to look out, it looks like. He's going to try to return some fire here with the Car 98. Chester's going to try to peek him. Or sorry, Mini 14, my apologies. Mugen knocking out someone in the background as well. And Mugen and Val getting a double kill, racking up some points here. As we now are stuck inside Mugen's skull. Let's click on Val, see if that fixes it. There we go. Looks like we've got Chris Zorred and No Fear driving past these guys. Not quite sure if they're gonna run into each other though. Mugen and Val getting themselves 4 points here in game 2. Krivazord still going after these complex guys. Seemingly found each other again as they tried to run away from the compound. Krivazord just needs to take his time there with that Car 98 going after complex. Technique to the right of him. Holding down the other tree. Looks like he had gotten tagged a couple times. Kogan's going to knock out Chester Tygus in the background. It looks like Kinj is going to go down as well. We're not going to jump over there just because it looked like it happened so fast. Ooh, and Technique's going to get tagged by Krivazord. He's going to try to do a bob and weave here. Just barely making it back to that tree. Now, all these guys need to move in. Circle is coming down. Luxo's going to shoot after Chris Zorred. Must have loot. And these guys up on the roof here, Light Show, are going to try to get themselves another one. I think they might have just shot the tire out on that vehicle. Trying to get off that first person bug there, see if we can see him zooming in. Either that or he's just genuinely hip firing. I think he might honestly just be genuinely hip firing. He's going to blow the vehicle up, which might be enough to kill Chris here if Chris isn't careful. So that definitely did some more damage to him. Player Jones knocked out Pagan in the background. Pagan is down. Let's see what's going on over here. Player Jones knocked him down from quite far away as well. His teammate's definitely going to be able to get him. He should be able to line aside of this. Let's see if he can get this revive off. He's only got a few seconds left. He's got to make it there. Cheers, you got to push and get him. Wow. Cheers going to knock out Player Jones back with the Car 98 as well, making a sick play to push up on his... Man, no, he's going to be late. Oh, just a second too late, and he's got somebody stalking him from behind. Rensner. Rensner had to have just heard that. There's no way Rensner didn't just hear that. He had to have just heard that shot as well. I want to see what Little Cheer's going to see here, though. Looks like he's going to start falling back, though. He's got the wrong gun out in case if he runs into this guy. He needs to switch over to that M4. It looks like he might have just been seen. He has been. Looks like he might have just seen somebody as well, and he did switch out to his M4, eliminating Resner. Or Rensner. My apologies, Rensner. So Little Cheer doing some work. I don't think Player Jones is going to want to peek that guy anymore, as he seems to be just as good of a shot with the Kar 98 as he is. Getting back-to-back downs with Kar 98s on different squads here with the redemption kills. Looks like I'm God Tier and Strops are going to go after Young Boss here. His teammate H2O is right next to him as well. Now they're going to get shot at by... Did that sound like an M249? Kind of sound like an M249. I thought somebody had an M24. Young Boss is going to get tagged again. Strops and God Tier landing some good ones on him. H2O's backing down. As you see, he is very, very close to bomb the Dom, yeah. Strops open this window. As you see, he cannot really see him from around the tree here, but he's going to try to take off running. I might have just waited a few ticks there. Let your health regenerate just a little bit more, but he's going to make it back, I believe. H2O Carver and Young Boss seemingly going to escape from this situation. 8 on, bomb the Dom. Holding the Tempo Storm Ruin Ridge, I like to call it. It's Tempo Storm's favorite spot to go if they have to go to ruins. Now look at this. Looks like we've got 2 more squads right next to each other. Actually, it's just Meg. Where's Meg? Is she in the bathroom? Well, she was. Or he. Engineers and Koken might see Crimazord here. Crimazord is on foot, though, so he's not really making any sound. I don't think he rolled up in a vehicle either. I think Technique and Complex are getting tagged right now. Ironic enough that Crimazord has made it all over here with Technique and Complex. Steak Man's going to get shot in the back, and Crimazord is going to steal their kills. And now look who it is again. And they're going to have to push out into the field in front of each other. Complex, Technique, and Crimazord literally right next to one another once again. I believe that's Koken and Engineers getting lit up from the north there as they are trying to run into the field. Are they going to be able to make it to the rock? Mugen just knocked out Twitch TV something. Looks like that was an insta-kill, actually. So Koken's going to go down. Engineers are stuck at the rock. Crimazord is just healing up, it looks like. And this is a very, very bad spot to be in for Engineers. I mean, what do you do? What can you do? It's just a matter of time before Engineers has to leave that rock. Everything's going north. He's going to have to go soon. Unless he just wants to kind of wait there. Ooh, he gets stabbed again. Complex killed Crimazord. So Complex killing Crimazord over there with an ump. Finally finishing off what seems to be the longest cat and mouse chase of the game. We'll keep an eye on the kill feed on Engineers. We can keep an eye on his health bar down there as well. We know exactly what's happening over there. We've given you some visual insight. We've got Technique still going through the field over there. He's run right past Alirb. Is Alirb going to see him? I think he might. Maybe he's not. Engineer's getting tagged once again as he goes in. And now Alirb is going to tag him in the head with a Kar 98. So on the run headshot there. Little Cheer killing Gweitler as well. Gweitler getting eliminated as he tried to push in. Alir might see Complex pushing through. That he does. Is he going to take a shot on him? That's the real question. Bomb the Dom is down. We've got Valken getting tagged as well. Bomb the Dom is down. We're going to give you an aerial view so you guys can kind of see exactly what's going on here. Let's jump in with Mugen Gaming and see what he can do here. He's taking some painkillers to try to heal himself up a bit. Must Have Loot is coming up from behind. I think Mugen just needs to go prone for a second so he can't get shot behind. Mugen's in a really tough spot here, being pinched by 2 squads. I'm God Tier killed Little Cheer. So Little Cheer is no more. He is running right into another squad, and there's not much he can do about that. Nice try, Mugen. Must Have Loot now going against Arna tree to tree. So Must Have Loot's just going to take some time there and try to heal up. Complex is going to get one down. Is he going to be able to get another one down? He has strops. Can he heal up and get some more? That grenade is going to absolutely finish him. What a good grenade by God Tier. Using frags to their advantage. Light Show now able to fill off Arna. It's just up to Lavenbajern to go after a Light Show here. Now in a 2v1, they know what tree he's at. Or, I'm sorry, what rock he is at. No, it is a tree. I'm sorry. It looked like a rock when he was leaning to the left. And he is just going to get absolutely melted from the right by Yojikim. Yojikim with a nasty Car 98 shot. We saw the blood splatter there behind the tree. And we are now stuck with 1 squad left and 3 solos. Who will come out on top? Drakus is in the circle. God Tier and Yojikim both need to push in and make their presence known, or else the blue zone is going to eliminate them here towards these final moments of the game. Now the angle of the ground here might make it to where Light Show and Must Have Loot could stay where they are. I'm God Tier and Yojikim are probably going to run into each other here in a moment. I think Yojikim might have just seen him. Yojikim is acting as if he's stalking prey right now, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that he saw God Tier. You hear him slow walking right there. Does he see him? God Tier is right in the grass in front of him. Does he not see him? He doesn't see him. Does he see him? He's right in front of him. Oh my gosh, he didn't see him, and God Tier is able to turn around and actually finish him off. AK versus the damage output is going to be much, much more rocking those assault rifles. Now, they just heard a shot coming over there, obviously, when that kill got taken, so I think they're going to potentially assume that it could be 1 squad. Woo! Must Have Loot is going to get lit up, and I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but that boy's pan just saved his life, and now Light Show is going to finish off God Tier from outside while we are medding up in the other house. What a great job by Must Have Loot and Light Show, getting 11 kills. It's going to be 22 points on top of their 25, racking up 47 points here in game 2 for themselves. God Tier and Strops coming in second place with 3 kills, but it looks like our first place players here getting 11 kills are doing absolute work tonight to ensure that they can stay in a #1 spot. Hope you guys are enjoying this evening. Hope you guys are having fun watching. And man, I think we have just a few more minutes before we get you guys back in the next game and the final match of the evening. Once again, we will be tallying the scores up in the Discord. If you guys would like to follow along with what we do here, be sure to hop in the Discord at discord.gg/vVv-gaming. Also like to give a big shout out to Match Arena. These guys are a crowdfunding platform that we use to raise money for all of our tournaments. If you guys would like to donate $1 at absolutely no cost to you, be sure to head over to the Twitch chat, hit !Matcherino, use that code that's tied with that link, and donate $1 today at absolutely no cost to you. Also like to give a big shout out to Outfox. These guys have made a wonderful product that will help you guys have a better connection while playing PUBG. It'll actually enhance your ping if possible. So please check them out at vVv-gaming.com/Outfox. Well, my client version apparently is 2.6.46. I need to get 2.6.48 to join the game. So I'm going to apparently update really quick, and we'll be right back with game 3 as the game has just forced an update on me mid-tournament. God, I love this game. We'll be right back.